Well, good afternoon, West Ham fans. West Ham tempted by Jonathan Tah, keen on Calvin Phillips, and Marcos Leonardo definitely moving, apparently. Yes, everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. It's Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. Don't forget to check them out. Check out the website, check out the forum. Great chat as always. Great news, great content. If you're new in there, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. At lunchtime today, I went for a whole bunch of transfer rumours. We've got some more now. And in the morning, I did a little bit about the crazy international weekend we've had as West Ham fans. We haven't even bloody played. Like, West Ham haven't played. We still ended up getting two players injured, one getting sent home for going to a nightclub, and one having a massive gash in his head, and one being reassessed for having concussion and playing tomorrow probably. But anyway, that's just a West Ham typical day. Lots of rumours are happening at the moment. Obviously, we're less than month and a half away from the transfer window opening, plus the AFCONs and plus injuries. So there's plenty to be getting your teeth. I want to play that, but I don't want to play this one. Let's go and talk about some of the players we've been linked with. Jonathan Tah, it's a player we've been linked with heavily over the last two transfer windows, but apparently we've been given a boost, not the chocolate bar, but a boost in our chase of the Bayer Leverkusen defender after Fabrizio Romano claimed that Man United are not pursuing the German. Romano claimed in his daily briefing he's not aware of any interest from United for the 27-year-old German international defender, and suggested any links should be ignored while changes are being made with their sporting director and their whole ownership and setup. This has come after we were linked with a £20 million move for him last week in the Sun. It also claimed that Newcastle and Man United were providing stiff opposition to our interest. I mean, although it's one of those things where you could think we've got to have a Panos in. He was sort of that sort of centre half we were looking at. I think Jonathan Tah would definitely represent an upgrade, without a doubt, on our current options. He's 27, so he's in his peak really for a defender for the next sort of year or two at least, and then hopefully a few more years on top. He's got 20 appearances internationally for Germany. He's 6'5". So he's 6'5", and Mavropanos is 6'4". So them two are massive. And so he's got the height, he's got the physicality which you need in the Premier League, and you probably need for David Moyes' side as well. Good threat from set pieces as well. So JWP will be very happy for that. And I think also that Kurt Zouma, his injury record, and there's but there's talk of Saudi Pro League looking at him and Aged or one or the other. And I think with a Gabona, unlikely to be here past the summer, I think he would be a good replacement to come in, and maybe then bring him in January. Maybe you could even sell Kurt Zouma, maybe if you get some money for him. Why not? And then looking to promote someone like Keelan Casey as that sort of fourth choice backup, so to speak, or fifth choice backup, really, because he probably at the moment looking at Riroghi at the moment. But I definitely think eventually he's going to be a West Ham player. Obviously, Bayer Leverkusen, Tim Steiner would have known about him for a long time and worked with him. So yeah, this is like a compilation. It's like now that's what I call a transfer rumor. We've had Jonathan Tah, another player we've been linked with. Again, it's Calvin bloody Phillips. This one ain't going away either. According to several sources, including Football Insider, West Ham have rejoined the race to sign Calvin Phillips in January. We've joined Newcastle in the hunt for the England international. He's been strongly linked for an exit out of Man City for a while. He turned it down, and then they turned it down. But ahead of the January transfer window, which is opening in 6 weeks' time, apparently he is, both the club and him are open to a move away from the Etihad. He signed from Leeds in 2022 in the summer, I believe, for about 50 million quid or something like that, wasn't it? And he was an unused substitute in England's 2-0 win against Malta on Friday. He hasn't established himself as a key member of Pep's side. He's got injured as well. So when he has had the opportunity, he hasn't been fit to take the opportunity. Well, he's made just 29 appearances for the club, including only 8 so far this season. I hope we leave him as far away as we can with a barge pole. No. I hope we don't touch him with a barge pole. That's the expression. Just think he's damaged goods now. And it's a shame because he was a good player when he was at Leeds, and even the first season at Man City, he was a good player, and he has always been a good player. But injuries and poor decisions in terms of where to go next, I think, if you went from Leeds to a West Ham or a Newcastle, I think you'd have a very different conversation about Calvin Phillips now than you did when he went to Man City. But they went for the money, and City played the money, and Leeds accepted it. So it's a shame, but hopefully we don't get him come January. Welcome, Calvin Phillips. But these are types of signings where I think pre-Steindem, PS, West Ham PS, we would have gone for. But actually, no, current, no, that doesn't work. But the Steindem era, SE, West Ham SE, we wouldn't go these we wouldn't touch these. We won't touch these at all. Just paper talk. And finally, a player we have been linked to, which we know that Steinton is high on his agenda. He actually went out to Brazil in the summer to get him or try and get him, and he failed. It was the only time I think he flew out and didn't come back with anyone. But according to, again, Fabrizio Romano, who's been a busy boy, Marcos Leonardo from Santos will leave in January. That's what he's saying. He said the 20-year-old could be available for around 17.5 million quid once the transfer window comes around. Despite adding that it's a very open race to sign the Brazilian under-20 international, he believes it could be a complicated package to complete due to the associated clauses around the deal. Fabrizio said he will leave Santos in January and the price will be around 20 million euros, but it's complicated. It could include add-ons, percentage on future sales, etc. Roma wanted him last August, but they had 3 bids rejected, and now it's a very open race. As I said, he was one of the forwards that Tim Steindl flew out to Brazil to try and explore a deal and trying to get something over, but it was too late. I think he knew it was too late for the summer, and I thought he maybe was sorting something out for January. That's what I reckon he was doing. Now, the fee is very low for a player who has a lot of quality and a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential to be the next, another generational star. You've got the likes of, Haaland, Mbappe, then you've got the next ones underneath, slightly maybe Alvarez, Nunez. He's got the potential to be that type of next generational star. He's got 54 goals and 11 assists and 164 appearances for Santos. So 65 goal contributions. That's better than 1 in 3. I've done the maths. And he's very, very young. Very, very. He's not the quickest. He's stocky. He knows where the goal is. So, for me, it would be an interest. I was going to draw a comparison, but I'm not going to draw a comparison to the person because he hasn't scored for West Ham for a long time. But he reminds me of a younger version of him. Very, very clinical striker. Very clinical striker. Low centre of gravity. Knows where the back of the net is. But you've got to get the ball to him. And that's always been the issue with who we may well need, particularly this weekend if Bowen and Antonio are out. It takes a different style of football to play with him. So, look, 7.5 million quid for a 20-year-old who's got that potential, that is an absolute bargain. And if we can get him for that, I think we would have a very special player in our hands. And definitely a player you'd make your money back on, that's for sure. But yeah. And that's it. My friends. Take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay humble. Don't forget to check out KUMB.com. Also, if you want some beer, beer52.com/West Ham and claim your free case of 8 exceptional beers from around the world, craft breweries. This month it's celebrating the very best. Some great beers. This one's a cracker. I can't remember the name of it. Omnipollo Outer Galactic. I like this. I like this a lot. And I bought some more of these ones because it's really nice. All you got to do is cover the postage of $5.95 and they send you out 8 beers. You don't like dark, you can have light beers, and you get colour snacks and all good stuff. But anyway, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, my friends. Come on, you bloody hammers, and we'll see you soon.